Alright, it's that time of the month, new Boruto dropped, so I'm here to talk about it. But before I get into it, gotta thank everyone for all the love they showed on my channel recently. With my latest videos, I finally hit my 200 goal for the year. I'm actually really surprised because I thought maybe I was hit 100 before the end of the year. I only started this channel maybe in like late September, early October, and it's been growing really fast. Thank you for all the support. It's been an amazing year, and I appreciate everyone that's been helping me on this journey. But the ride isn't over. Let's keep pushing that momentum. And also, sorry this video is kind of late. I meant to get it out before Christmas, but a lot of things happened right before Christmas and I couldn't finish editing in time. So sorry if in my last video I might have mentioned trying to get stuff out before the holiday. I got it out now, but I rather enjoy the time with my family than to grind to like finish this. But I still appreciate you guys though. But anyway, you guys are here for the Boruto content, so make sure you subscribe, and there's more stuff coming down the line for next year. But anyway, let's get into it. Oh wait, one more thing actually. I got a new mic, so let me know how it sounds in the comments below. My last mic sounded like absolute poo-poo. Now let's actually get into it. Alright, so we start the chapter with what seems to be like a training session between Boruto and Sasuke. And I'm not gonna lie, I know in the last chapter I reviewed, I said that Kawaki looked like the knockoff Sasuke, but I don't know, with the hair grown out, man's is on fraud alert for looking like knockoff Sasuke. The resemblance is getting a little too strong here. It looks like Boruto and Naruto's love child. But anyway, let's skip past that. So Sasuke's talking to Boruto, and it seems to be the ending of their training session because he's saying, let's end it here, let's rest for today. And Boruto's talking to Sasuke, he's like, Sasuke, no, I mean master, because I think at this period they've been training long enough that he sees him more as a master. And he asks him about how his Uchiha style is, and does he think he's already mastered it? Which makes me wonder if he's mastered a bit more fire style jutsus. I know that primarily before he was a lightning and a little bit of wind release, but I don't think Boruto used too much fire. In the manga at least. I know in the anime he's probably done like every jutsu under the sun. But anyway, they continue to talk, and Sasuke mentions, this year, I think I was able to teach you most of my techniques and styles. And Boruto, who I believe is a prodigy, is like, hold on master, you have to be joking. I was just being a little cocky, train me more from now on too. And Sasuke is really serious. You think the look on my face is joking? And Boruto, I guess trying to lighten the mood, is like, it doesn't look like you are, but thinking back at it, I'd never heard a joke from you. And Sasuke, giving this man his flowers, is like, you have good talent and are a quick learner at things. In general, a genius. You have everything in your mind, and so nothing else I could teach you. But don't misunderstand, this doesn't mean your training is over. You still have to keep on going and strengthening your mind and techniques. It all depends on you, how much you can master what I taught you. And Sasuke says, you're like Naruto. Which, no, he's not. Naruto is an ass at everything he did. I don't know where that's coming from. At least he was ass at that age, because I don't think Naruto knew like more than 2 jutsus back in the day. It's just Rasengan and Shadow Clone. But Sasuke does clarify that he probably doesn't mean technique. He means the guy that corrected him when he stepped on the wrong path. You have the same eyes as him. About who you are doesn't really matter right now. I think I can get why Sarada told me to save you. Something is happening. Something that only can be solved by you and Sarada. That's why my feelings are telling me. That's why I trained you. And just like that, we cut to the inevitable showdown between Sasuke and Code, and we finally get to see what happened in the scene. But it cuts to Code already have lost his eye, which, my god, is this man the most ass villain we've ever seen. Every time he's on screen, he's catching an L. And mind you, he's supposed to be as powerful as Jigen is in this moment, and he's still getting washed by just Sasuke. Not even Naruto and Sasuke. Just Sasuke and Boruto, who maybe he's the one that took his eye out, because Boruto's like that apparently. But still, not that good. Sasuke says he doesn't think that they could win against this guy, but trust me, you can win against him, bro. You already took out his eye. Just aim for the second one. He can barely stand up as is. Let me stop trashing Code. He don't deserve this much hate. You do deserve the hate though. But Sasuke, going for the sacrifice play, says, run, no matter what, survive. Master every aspect I taught you. If so, there should be no one that can stand against you. I leave Sarada to you, Boruto. Which, man, they gotta stop disrespecting Sasuke, man. He's catching like the dumbest L's in this series. But like that, he goes and charges in to take out both Code as well as the claw marks. And it seems like he gets a couple of them, and Code's still standing at the end, obviously. But Sasuke gets inevitably turned into a tree like we saw at the end of the last chapter. And Boruto comes and takes his sword and tells Sasuke to leave it to me. And then we see Boruto get, I'm not gonna lie, a very fitting haircut, because I don't think I would have liked him if he kept that hairstyle. the remainder of the manga, but I do like his new haircut a little bit better. And if my predictions are correct, if it could have varied in time, but if Sasuke only trained Boruto in 1 year and Kashin Koji trained him for the remainder of the other 2 years, the power of this man must be immense, because Kashin Koji was like that as well. So I'm curious to see how much of his training made Boruto stronger. We already saw the Uzuhiko, so maybe he's even stronger than we can even anticipate right now. But anyway, let's cut back to the present. And in the present, we see, I'm not gonna lie, the next ninja on Fraud Alert, Konohamaru, and he's running to the chakra tree, which I guess I'm correct, because I mentioned this in the last video, that Moegi, which I didn't remember her name, could have potentially been that Ten Tails chakra tree kind of creature we saw in the last chapter that we haven't really gotten a definitive name for yet. But this chapter more or less confirms it. And Konohamaru is looking upon her and said, she saved a mother and a child that was late. That's what I heard. And Chozo, I forgot her name. I won't forgive them. Code and the Jubi. It's obvious, isn't it? I won't forgive them too. Which, shut up. It doesn't mean Moeki died, but we're gonna find a way to save her. With the hands of us as friends. Yeah. And we cut to Moeki and we see the alternate version of her, which we're gonna kind of come to a little bit of a better understanding of what they are in this chapter. But it seems like those divine tree creatures are talking about what they're currently feeling with their new gained sentience. And the Moeki tree is saying, the kids from Inichikacho and Sarutobi Konohamaru, their deep despair and anger, I feel it. And the other guy, who I'm not really sure if he's Jigen or there's another prediction I have, but I'm gonna save it at the end. But he's saying that's proof of your sensitivity growing. We're biologically one, but Matsuri, the feeling you felt seemed to be only inside you, which I believe Matsuri is the name of that copy ninja, I'm guessing. And then they add, you and we are not a single existence as a Senju, but also in a unique state, having our own consciousnesses. Boruto and Kawaki, the purpose of eating them as Otsutsuki and evolving doesn't change. Regarding that right now, for you guys here, I declare one thing. It's probably a desire from instinct, so that's why I think it's important. Uzumaki Naruto, I'm thinking of eating him. Which I guess is kind of a curveball to all the other ones, because not only are the other chakra trees kind of confused by what's going on, but we also see Ada, who's watching on a conversation with her Senreikan, is also confused. And even they continue to ask Uzumaki Naruto, but why? Why he's not an Otsutsuki? That's right, we're already Shinju. I keep saying Senju for some reason. And is evolving in a different way. It seems like the instinct's moving us to change too. Follow your instinct, listen to the voice inside of you, then we should be able to see the target. Each of you got it? And Ada, who's really invested in this conversation, is locked in because even Damon's trying to get her attention and it's not working. While the other chakra trees, which I'm just going to call them chakra trees from now on because I don't know what the hell to call them, are following their instincts, but which seems to be leading them to someone they care about, in the original body at least. The one chakra tree that's made from Moeki is saying that she only thinks she can see is him, Sarutobi Konohamaru. Maybe I want to eat him. But and the other one chimes up, that's good choice, Matsuri. I feel your identity. And then we see the Sasuke chakra tree, and he says, I only have one question in my mind, but also, who are we? And the leader, who's kind of curious about this, he says, it's reasonable, but it's also something that we don't need to care. It's like the pain when you grow something that occurs when your personality grows. It's a waste to think about it. What you need to do is important. The instinct will tell you who is your target. Hidari, that is your identity. Which, who the hell is this guy? He's just giving them all these random names. Did they just come up with these themselves? Or were they already creatures of some sort that kind of had names beforehand? Kind of curious as to how they're coming up with these names. But anyway, Ada, who's been watching this since the last chapter, is realizing that the people that are turned into a tree are eaten by the claw grimes. Their chakra gave birth to these things. And while she's saying that, the claw grime, who's made after Bug, is watching her back in her Senreikan, and this has her shook. As he looks at her and says, I got you, my target is you. As she drops her cups, because I don't think she's ever seen anyone that could actually see through that technique. And Damon, who's one of my least favorite characters, but I'll talk about him some other day. He's like, hey, are you alright? As she's just like, yuck. Which, don't act brand new. You know damn well you were shook. You've been so powerful for so long that it's kind of shook when someone actually can rival your power. But this does bring into question, what kind of powers do these guys have, because no one else has been able to see through the Senreikan? Or was he just looking in the direction that happened to be where she was also staring? But he does say he could see her, so I guess he can actually see where she is. But either way, this is some immense amount of power, because Ada seemed to be one of the most broken in the universe. As we come back to the main claw grime chakra tree things. I'm already messing up what I'm calling them. I can't wait to get a definitive name for them. But anyway, we see the Sasuke one is saying that his target is Sarada Uchiha, and the leader again is like, good choice. As we cut to Amado and the hell's that girl's name? Sumire. I've been just forgetting names all day today. Please forgive me. I think I forgot a bunch of them in my last video too. It's just been that kind of week. More or less, she's sitting down with Amado and they're kind of discussing as Amado's kind of coming to the realization that his memories aren't exactly correct. And I'm just going to kind of summarize what happens here because it's really text heavy and I don't think you guys want me just reading everything verbatim. But Amado mentions that Boruto came back to the village and for some reason instead of attacking it, he actually protected it against Code, which is one of their biggest villains. He also knows that Boruto has the karma mark he needs to revive his daughter. But something is not adding up with the whole situation because he's noticed that Code has a body that's been modified by scientific ninja tools, meaning that only he could have done it to this caliber. And he's wondering if his memories have been overwritten because something isn't adding up because the karma mark that he's looking for is actually in Kawaki's hand. So how could it be in Kawaki's hand if he never worked on Kawaki? So obviously something is going on with his memories. And he's a man of science, so he knows that potentially memories can't always be trusted, but his gut instinct and evidence in front of him is something that can be trusted. But one thing he knows for certain, that the karma marking that is meant for his daughter is not held by Boruto. It is currently being held by Kawaki. And I don't know if this is necessarily like some 4D chess move, because I have no idea if the Senragan even works on Amado to begin with, but it seems that this conversation is currently being monitored, which he knows he's always being monitored, by Sai and Shikamaru. And Sai reports the conversation. How do you take it, Shikamaru? And he doesn't really say anything. So I'm wondering if now he's kind of also putting the pieces together, because Shikamaru is a very smart guy. I swear if Boruto dumbs him down anymore, I'm gonna be really pissed, because he's a really great character, and he doesn't deserve the disrespect he's been getting. But the way they've been writing him makes him seem kind of cowardice and also kind of dumb. So I'm hoping that he kind of puts this together. And also with this kind of abundant information with all the stuff that has been left in place after the Senragan, it's kind of odd that no one else has really put this together. I thought maybe that potentially people would see Boruto on video and in images where they saw Kawaki, but there's like an abundance of evidence left to prove that they're not the same person. Like they've definitely been swapped. So I don't know how no one else has been able to put this together really, besides just like what 4 characters so far. But anyway, we cut to Sumire and Sarada, who are having a conversation about what Amado said. And she was also under the impression that she thought he was affected by omnipotence, but he recognizes that his memories are overwritten. And she mentions having actual proof, which we do see a photo of Naruto and Boruto when he was a child. But Sarada says it's impossible. Even if someone sees a family photo with Boruto on it, people say it's Kawaki's the 7th son and no one doubts it. But Sumire says that if you have Chris memories, no one will usually doubt it. Everyone believes in their own memory, no matter how much proof we have. Which I guess is kind of true, but it does add to my point. It's like people can actually see a photo, see several videos of Boruto, and still say that they remember Kawaki being there, even if they remember the same situation, but they remember Kawaki in Boruto's place, even though it's very obviously Boruto there. Like, do they think that everything they see is just photoshopped? I think that a lot more people would doubt their memories in a situation like that, but I don't know, it just sounds weird to me. But Sumire says, yeah, usually people don't doubt their memories, but Sarada says, no, but my papa did. And Boruto, who's I guess still getting used to it, says, Sasuke, nah, my master trusted me. And doubting his memories, he used his life to save me. And also for you, Sarada, who they lock eyes, and the hug heard across the anime verse, I guess, because this moment was all I could hear about online, and I could see why. It's finally some bait for the shippers. I know the shippers are out there, they love seeing stuff like this. And it's finally confirmed that she has strong feelings for Boruto. Or I should say maybe triple confirmed, because it's already kind of been mostly confirmed. And she hugs him and says, you're late, stupid Boruto. And the chapter ends with Boruto saying, I'm sorry, I'm home now. Which I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm a hard dude, but that shit kind of brought a little tear to my eye. That was actually really good writing. I like that a lot. I usually don't care for shipping stuff, but I thought that was very well done. But anyway, as for review for the chapter, I would still give this another 7 out of 10. This is still a pretty good chapter, and Boruto is finally on a good road. I do think they need to add more substance to these chapters because it's 40 pages and like we don't really ever establish a lot in Boruto manga. And it's kind of sad because it's like 85 chapters and like every like 5 chapters will be just conversation and it leading up to something. And the conversation could have been had in like 2 panels, but it happens in like 15 panels for some reason. But even still, like when the conversation typically does have a lot of substance to it, it's still pretty good. I hope that they kind of do a little bit more action. Not that I'm really big like action buff or anything, it's just that like this is a very short manga and it only comes out once a month. I would like to see something that kind of gets my adrenaline going a little bit, that keeps me on the edge of my seat. But I think that's just a personal opinion. But stuff like that is why I don't really rate Boruto chapters much higher. And I'm also rating it on the Boruto scale. I'm not rating it on like the overall anime scale because it would probably be a little bit lower in my opinion. But still, I have a lot higher hopes for Boruto, and I also gotta mention this, I do think the artwork is getting a little better. I remember early Boruto was looking rough, but I do think they're heading on a better track. They're getting better with designing the backgrounds, they're getting better with showing some of the characters, and I'm actually looking forward to reading this each chapter. I do think the villains are a little bit overpowered, especially since we see Ada, who is like crazy overpowered, and a villain who can straight up see through her Senrigan. So it kind of makes me wonder if these other characters will be able to catch up to that level soon. Because one of the biggest complaints I've had about Boruto, and they kind of did this a little bit in Naruto too, so it's not just a Boruto issue, but the side characters are so underwhelming that it's kind of crazy. Like the Ina Chikacho team is basically just assumed to be just a carbon copy of their parents, and I don't like that they don't really have much importance to the story. Two Blue Vortex seems to be heading in a direction where it seems like they're going to have a lot more importance. I do think they have a big fight coming up, so I am looking forward to seeing that, and I am looking forward to see what these villains could do, because in their first appearance they didn't really do much. Now I do hope that Boruto does get a little better with their action scenes, because they do have a lot of repetitive like fight scenes and panels and stuff like that, so I do hope that we get to see some different panels and some different action scenes finally. But as for all I have to say, I think that's about it. I do like this chapter. I do like where Boruto's going. It might be finally converting me from not being a hater, because for the last like 82 chapters, I've been kind of hating this series. I've just not really been enjoying it, not really having a good time reading it, because it's has its peaks, but its like lows are very low and very slow. And I'm usually not feeling what they're putting down. And I definitely didn't like the whole teen drama they had with Code and Ada and Damon, because the teen stuff is cool, but I do like having actual threats, and they did not feel like actual threats to me. But anyway, let's see if they keep that momentum going, and let's see if I keep this momentum going, because I hate to break it to y'all, but I do have to take a slight break for a little bit of time because there's some obligations that I need to fulfill that I've been kind of pushing back to work on this channel. But once I get back, you best believe, because this channel is looking good. I appreciate all you guys. I'm liking all the comments I've been seeing. I'm liking the engagement. I'm hoping that we kind of keep this track going. And I'm going to look forward to doing some more Boruto stuff in the future. Next year, I do have a lot more planned for the channel. I want to make some different animations and stuff for my character. Well, not animations, but drawings, you know what I mean? Because I sure as hell don't have time to do any animations right now. And don't worry, I'm not going to be gone long. I just have to work on some things that I promised some people that are paying me, so I have to make sure I get that done. But once that's done, I will be doing this 100% of the time now, with more time to put in the effort. But anyway, I just want to provide you guys some really great quality content to really appreciate you guys and show that I'm really putting in the effort, because right now I just don't have a lot of free time. But when I do, I really want to put that effort towards the channel, because I'm really looking forward to having this grow and having this be my primary thing. But for right now, all I can really do is just show my appreciation to you guys. So thank you again for watching. Hope you stick tuned. Hope you stick around. Hopefully by next year, I could laugh at the fact that I only got like 200 subscribers at the end of the year. I could probably be like, oh, I got 200,000 or whatever. But I'm not going to keep my hopes up. But I still appreciate you guys. Stay safe, my ninjas, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.